You thought you'd not cook for yourself. Cooking, you must. Cooking, you must. Cleaning, you must.
Oh, what's good, everybody? And it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Dima, storytime music. So yesterday, I was actually on the phone with the guy who created two important things for me on this channel. One is the Celebrity Junk method and the name of this show, and part of the guys who created Struggle with me. One of my best editors, his name is Satati. Check out his YouTube channel there. And he was telling me about this particular gentleman by the name of Andrew Kibe. And he was like, yo, have you heard about the Kenyan Kevin Samuels? I was like, there's a Kenyan Kevin Samuels? He was like, yeah, his name is Andrew Kibe. And typing sounds famous. So I went to go check out his stuff. And I'm like, okay. And now a lot of this stuff is in Swahili. So, but he does have some English things. And I even went to Social Blade. I typed in his name there. The dude is getting like 11 million views a month, right? And pretty much what he does is he was on the radio, and for whatever reason, he got fired or he quit. And then he came to YouTube, and he was saying very similar things to what he says on YouTube in Kenya. But he's been blowing up. And one of the things that he does is he holds a lot of entitled women in Africa accountable, right? And if you've ever been to, places like Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, the red pill is non-existent in these parts of the world. It's looked at as kind of very disrespectful to not, be married at a young age, not to provide for women. A lot of people in African countries believe that women are to be given. So that is quite common. But I want you to hear just part of this interaction of how he reacts to things. And I'm kind of going to talk about the Kevin Samuels effect that's going on around the world. Dima, play that clip.
No. I mean, I have standards. No, I don't want. I have standards. I cannot do this. Me, I don't do this. No, me, I like men who are like this. And now, what do you like? She may have said it like a joke, maybe to put it out on TikTok. But you know how many women feel like this? I have standards. I cannot do just men who are like this, like that. Look at her now. Maybe they're finding a video. She may seem like she's joking. But which woman do you think wants to wake up every morning, go work for somebody else for 8-10 hours, and then come back home, still have to cook? Because mademu uliona kazi ya housewife ni kazi mbaya sana. Kazi ya kuwa bibi ni mbaya. Hata tunaenda tukafanya kazi huko nje. You thought you'd not cook for yourself. Cooking you must. Cooking you must. Cleaning you must. Because ile pesa hata mnapewa saa hii haitoshi. Haitoshi ya kuhaya mboch. So this woman is tired. She said she's tired of working. Gentlemen, help her out.
So you've heard what he had to say there. Let me just say this. Now talk to Tati, and he says that this guy has been like this on the radio for many years, even before the emergence of Kevin Samuels. But because of the way that Kevin Samuels does things on YouTube, people say that they're very similar. You'll see people in the comment section, and most of his content is in Swahili, but the situation is the same. That women are not just modern and entitled in America, or in Britain, or in Europe. You're seeing these interactions happen with men everywhere. And the reason why the guy is blowing up, because he's doing this in the local language, in Swahili, where people really can understand it, where it's really localized. And there are just too many ladies out there who feel like they don't need to cook for a man, or they don't need to clean for a man, and then some man's gonna come and just take care of them. Let me just tell you this, and it's a lot more competitive, let's say, for example, on the continent of Africa, from what I can understand. In places like Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, you have so many attractive ladies. Very, 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 very many. Not as many rich men. Now, Kenya definitely is more richer or wealthier than like Uganda is, and even Tanzania. But, you know, to get a man that can really, really take care of you at a high level, it's not as many guys. Let's say that would be in Chicago. In Chicago, you might have like 200, 300,000 millionaires. Atlanta, something like that too. You have a credit system and things like that. So it's more likely that a woman could not cook and clean and find a great mate. But in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, a local African guy, and you're saying that you're not going to do that for him, you're probably going to be gone, right? And so a lot of dudes are noticing that many women in the continent of Africa, some of these places, are taking the same talking points from what they're seeing on reality shows. You know, like some of these ladies in Africa believe that some guys should buy them a Birkin bag. They're watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they're just not being realistic with the kind of economies these guys are living in, and they feel like they need to do less. But what they don't know is that it's a lot of competition in these places. There are, you know, a lot of young women, and I mean like 18 and over or 21 and over, if you want to talk about that, because the African continent is the youngest continent on planet Earth. You have a lot of competition, even for jobs, for men. And you have women that are trying to use the same kind of mindset that women are using in the West. And the big problem is it's not even working for women in the West. So the point is, like, why would that work for you? But you know, that's the fundamental issue here, you know? And I just don't really know, guys, what these ladies are thinking who are saying these things. But these guys in Kenya are tired of it. I had a joke that went on. It was a real big thing in Nigeria. It was called the Stingy Association membership or something like that. The Stingy Men's Associations of Nigeria. And these guys really got tired of all of these women begging for money and expecting all of these things for free. And, you know, guys are just kind of waking up. Guys are starting to really realize, like, okay, listen, you want me to do X, Y, and Z for you, take care of you. But what do you do for me? You don't want to cook. You don't want to clean. You want to do whatever you want to do. Well, don't you understand that there are many opportunities? And that's what women don't understand. Women don't understand, like, how competitive it is for guys who are doing very well. And if you're a guy even doing middle class to upper middle class in some of these countries, you have a lot of choices. I mean, I'm talking about even in the African middle class, you got pretty good choices there that you can take. And then you have, you know, women from other cultures that are there. A lot of Somalians in Kenya. You got a lot of Ethiopians in Kenya. A lot of Eritreans in Kenya. It's diverse, right? It's a big country. So these men are just tired of him, and they're glad that somebody is saying the same things that a lot of men in America are saying, but you have this guy saying it in the local language. And don't be surprised if you start seeing more guys who have Kevin Samuels-like talking points in many different places of the world. I expect to hit the Asian market. I expect that you might see it in a lot of the Portuguese places, you know, Brazil. You'll probably start to see it in the Spanish markets, in Asia. Guys are just tired worldwide. And guys who have these new messages of telling men like, hey, listen, if she doesn't want to do this, then she needs to go. Guys are going to be standing tuned. And guess what? Feminists are going to be mad. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Check out Andrew Kibe. First comment pin at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.